Hey YouTube, welcome back to another episode of What It Is. I'm Josh Gibson from Fourth Wall Players.
And I'm Kelly McKinney of Hohenheim Productions.
And today we are going to be reacting to the teaser trailer for Moon Knight. Dropping on Disney Plus later this year, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think, maybe it was like 2, maybe 3 years ago, we did a What It Is episode talking about Moon Knight.
It was a while ago.
And during that What It Is, I went on a rant about how Moon Knight is one that they'll never be able to make into a series because they're not going to be brave enough to cast someone who is dealing with real psychological issues.
It was also before Disney Plus was even a thing.
It was also before Disney Plus was a thing.
So we knew nothing. We were Jon Snow back then.
We were Jon Snow. And so now we're going to take a look at the trailer that I said would probably never exist. So
unfortunately, we were wrong. It is not Keanu Reeves, but it is Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, they one-up us with it, really, honestly. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we go. From the go. Boom.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
Shit.
I'm losing it.
We'll catch you on. You're bloody useless, Stevie.
Fuck you, Donna.
I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
Thank you.
Lost a contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark? It must be very difficult. Voice in your head. There's chaos in you.
Oh,
boy. Embrace the chaos.
I don't like the CGI suit.
Me either. It felt like the Watchmen movie. How the suit looked. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
and just the way he was punching, it just felt slow and
Right, yeah, yes.
Also Ethan Hawke, so
I'm confused because I mean I'm probably wrong here, but I think Oscar Isaac is older than Ethan Hawke.
No, I think you're wrong.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ethan Hawke's been around much longer.
Oh, I'm not talking about in fame. I'm talking about like age on Earth.
Well, I mean, unless Oscar Isaac didn't start acting till like he was 30,
It's a possibility.
which I guess, but I don't think so. I think
Well,
I think Ethan Hawke is older than you think he is.
okay, probably so.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
I prefaced that with I'm probably wrong.
Okay.
All right, don't Joe Rogan me. So look, I just have a hard time like graying his hair and doing the. Why not just cast an older actor? Right.
Or an actor with charisma.
Or one that can pull
I'm
off
sorry,
like the gravitas.
I don't want to pile on Ethan Hawke. I really don't.
But it's sad when Tilda Swinton can play the Ancient One better than Ethan Hawke. That's bad, right?
Yeah,
that's bad. I am a genuine fan of Ethan Hawke. I love Ethan Hawke. I don't think this is the right role for him.
It is not.
I don't think it's the right role. It almost feels like they whitewashed him.
Yeah, like you might as well have cast Sylvester Stallone. Like it just, at least then it would have been entertaining.
Embrace the chaos. No one will be seated for the Sylvester Stallone impression portion of the video. Oh boy.
Like no, I mean, and I think we've probably discussed this a little bit, but I mean, And I don't want to condense what actors are able to do.
No.
I don't.
No, but
there is such a thing as miscasting someone. And I feel like Ethan Hawke was cast because of his name.
Right.
You know? I mean, he's not...
Because of the shock factor, where instead of shock factor, we were cringe factor. Because
right.
of, like, what they're portraying him as. And
I mean, all kudos to him. He's going to get paid for it. So, you know, that's great. But I just... I don't, like... and maybe I'm still just have a bad taste in my mouth because I just finished catching up on Fear the Walking Dead, and the last season had John Glover playing a character that was very similar. But John Glover, as much as I hated the character, John Glover is so much better at that sort of actor. Okay, he played Lionel Luthor in Smallville.
Gotcha.
So he would have been perfect. Well, not maybe not perfect, but he would have fit the role better. He would have
fit the role better, yeah.
Right, and I don't know, like Ethan Hawke.
This is what concerns me about.
He's so, and I don't want to say two-dimensional because I mean he is a good actor.
Yeah.
But he is very narrow on what he can do energy-wise. Like he's not like I feel like, and again this is just from the teaser, so I don't know that much. But I feel like this character is supposed to be crazier, more like he wants chaos and sort of thing.
I see, and I got the impression that he was supposed to be this wise ancient one.
Okay, well, see, that's the point, though. We have no freaking clue
who he's supposed to be.
Right. But just kind of the way that he looked at Steven, well, I'm assuming from the teaser trailer that he realized that Steven had some sort of mental disorder sort of thing, or, you know, he had multiple personalities. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what it is he has. Right. He just kind of looked like, he had that look in his eye like, oh, this is interesting, this is different, this is... You know, I'm going to abuse this sort of thing. And it was like half a second, so maybe I'm reading into more than what it was. But I don't think Ethan Hawke is the character for that. I also don't think he should be the character for like an ancient, wise sage.
Right.
You know, that's just not his character.
And that's how I viewed, just from the prosthetics for his hair, that's how I viewed the character. And he's wearing like a fucking robe like he's some guru.
Like well, I figured like cult leader. That was what I was thinking.
Oh, in which case, I could see Ethan Hawke as a cult leader. The Hawkians.
Yeah.
The Hawkian massacre. I can picture the headlines now.
I mean, we're not talking about actual Ethan Hawke. We're talking about him acting.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. Well then.
So anyway,
he doesn't fit that role at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that's just my thing. Like, there's just some people you hear about in and sometimes you're wrong. But there's sometimes you hear about somebody in a superhero movie and you're just like, that does not fit.
Yeah.
Or like someone, you know, you hear Russell Crowe's in a musical and you're like, God, why?
God, why? Yeah.
Like, I get you had a band called Rat Dog 30 years ago.
That would be
like,
the miserable thing about it, really.
But, I mean, you know what, so far, you know, What If was a little underwhelming, but I mean, it was gonna always be that way just because... it was all different universes or whatever. Otherwise, though, Disney Plus has not missed, really. And for me personally, they have not missed on a show. And I know people are undecided about Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I get it. I liked it. I liked it. I loved it as a show.
The only laughable part about it for me, which I still is a joke, running joke I say all the time, is do better, Senator.
Yeah,
like that's,
do better, Senator.
Do better, Senator. Like that's the only thing that carries over from that show that I like laugh about. Other than that, I loved it, man. Every bit of it. I mean, and the Sebastian Stan storyline was a letdown because they built up this emotional climax to not show it to us.
To not show it, yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, I loved that one. Mm-hmm. So what worries me about this is, despite Ethan Hawke, okay,
Jesus,
is that I'm still looking forward to the show. I just feel like he's going to be the cringe, like he's just going to be the cringe moments for me.
Which is just so, but that's the kind of thing that I'm wondering about. Like maybe he's not who we think he is, because Disney, especially on their shows, they have not misstepped on a villain yet. Which
is why I don't think he's supposed to be a villain.
Right, but that's what I got, and maybe and again I was wrong. It was a teaser trailer.
So then, what we need in the comments here,
yes, please,
is
help.
More information, canon-wise, about Arthur Harrow, which is who Ethan Hawke's character is. So is Ethan Hawke, are we wrong? Is he correctly cast for this? Do you guys see him fitting into Arthur Harrow? And if so, give us some more background on the character.
The other thing I'm interested in At this point, you've got to bring it up, and everything Disney MCU does is possible crossovers. Like, who else is going to pop up in this show?
Oh yeah, who is going to pop up? Who else is going to pop up in the show? And in which case, well, and I feel like if we knew more about Arthur Harrow, that would help tie us into what possible crossovers there will be.
Maybe.
Because I'm sure there's, you know, they don't cast a character with a first and last name without them having some sort of canonical something going on normally. And especially in one of these shows, especially with the way that they did the reveal, he's supposed to mean something to us.
He's a big character.
Yeah. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you.
Was it as good for you as it was for me? Like and subscribe for more content. And also, do not be afraid to check out our Patreon.